rebound and should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Dunn is out there with Durant, and it's Richards in its center. Here's Thompson. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Van Vliet kicks to Şengün. 6 to shoot. Van Vliet passes to Thompson. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. It's on Kevin Durant. The Rockets shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. It's a 3-point game. Here's Şengün. Off target from 3-point range.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
For 3, Durant drains the 3-pointer.
Oh, that's too easy for KD. You just can't let him get a look from the corner.
For 3, Van Vliet drills the 3-pointer.
We'll come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Kept alive, and it's done in the corner. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. And they call an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
O'Neal's check in for Kevin Durant. Now here's Van Vliet. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. O'Neal passes to Booker. Fades and shoots. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal.
And from the corner, Booker is not a player you can forget about.
It's Thompson off the drive.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
Booker, no good. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Clark, famously, Fred Van Vliet was undrafted. Why do you think he was overlooked?
Wow, I tell you, I think size, but man, when you look at his intangibles, it's hard to not be impressed with what Fred Van Vliet has done. He is an incredible basketball player. Smart, tough, skilled, relentless. He's had a great career as an undrafted player. Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
O'Neal dishes to Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing. For Houston, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them.
2 minutes remaining.
Suns trailing. An even 3-on-3 break. Bangs home the trifecta. Booker's got 6 points.
And this is how you convert in transition. Booker running the floor well and being rewarded for it.
The drive by Brooks. And Thompson kicks to Van Vliet. O'Neal against Thompson. Clock at 4. Over O'Neal. Another miss by Houston.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. That's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say isn't the highest percentage shot. But for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David, doesn't it show? Wow, he was something else. Hey, thank you. The Rockets trade. Thompson outside. Outside, Green. Puts up a deep three. The long distance three is buried.
You got to pick up Green at half court. He's got in the gym range and supreme confidence to go with it.
Takes a three. Richards passes to O'Neal. Off target with his three.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Şengün finds Green. This one for three. The rebound by Richards. Richards got his sixth rebound on the night. Booker with no one around drains it from beyond the arc. Booker's got his third bucket of the night.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Suns ahead. There. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Guys, what's your take so far on the Suns?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Then it's Cam Whitmore. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Holiday in at the point. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Houston in the lead. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Allen's shot is off. And for Houston, they're shooting just 31% in the game. That bucket in no time at all. Eason's got the lead up to 4 now for the Rockets. Allen with the ball. Now defended by Whitmore. Allen, that's good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here is Holiday. Still scoreless. Here's Şengün. Rebound by the Suns.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Plumlee, the pass to O'Neal. O'Neal is doubled. Tipped away. Taken away by Holiday. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. Plumlee with the steal. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Nobody near Allen. Another 3 for Phoenix.
3 points.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Phoenix.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Launches it. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
That's a 2 from Smith. Hits the J after faking out the D with the quick up fake.
Smith with the size and lift to elevate above the crowd and knock down jumpers when he gets to his spot.
Pass to Allen. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
2 minutes.
Now, here's Şengün over Allen. And the shot is long. 1:52 left in the first half. Inside. Outside for Beal. A three-pointer is right on target. Beal's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Holiday, the pass to Eason. Back to Holiday. Pass to Şengün for the three. It's hauled in by the Suns. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game. Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And Holiday kicks to Şengün. Here's Eason. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Eason's got 6 in the quarter.
Beautiful setup. You see right there, Alperen Şengün. His game isn't all about power.
Allen for the three. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Rockets trail by 3. Here's Eason. No good. That would have tied it. 29 seconds left now here in the second. O'Neal from long range. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got 7 rebounds in the game. In the corner, it's Eason. Fires the three. Şengün, no good. And stolen by Eason. Smith on the wing. The three. And no good that time. No good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Suns lead by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Rumps, please. They're thinking about the shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. But kind of like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Nick Richards. And it's done in at the small forward.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Van Vliet wide open. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Van Vliet's got his second basket of the night. Booker left side. They get it back. Outside for Beal. The tray. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And the wide open shot from Green. And another three for Houston.
No wasted motion or hesitation there. Green ready to shoot as soon as he caught it.
For 3, Durant. Oh, KD buries the 3.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Showing off a little athleticism there. Fun watching Brooks get up high on that alley-oop.
Craig in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win. And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Phoenix Suns. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Durant's got 8 points.
And the handles from Durant are downright filthy, using him to cut up the defense there with ease.
Green kicks to Brooks. Here's Van Vliet, and stolen by Dunn. And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. KD with it, picked up by Thompson. Durant against Thompson. Over Thompson. No good from Durant. Houston's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
And here's Booker from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. 1:43 left in the 3rd. Shot clock at 5. Thompson, a screen on Booker. Van Vliet finds Thompson over Durant, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Houston making some changes. Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Smith comes in for Thompson. And Torrey Eason subbed in for Dylan Brooks. Grayson Allen's checked in for the Suns. Here's Booker. Outside for Beal. Launches a 3. And the Suns miss again.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
When the screen making plays for others, that's a really good sign for this squad.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Allen's got it all tied up now for the Suns. Booker against Van Vliet. Pass to Adams. Shoots over Richards. Misses off the right iron. Phoenix has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Beal with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Takes the 3. The Rockets pull it in. There's 25 seconds left in the 3rd. And Smith with the stuff.
This is the belief Smith's teammates have in him, which is why they look for him to take that shot.
Booker, no good.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
And then Smith with the dunk.
Simply a great play. Smith Jr. making that play look easy.
No good from Booker. The 3rd quarter comes to a close. Rockets ahead. They lead by 4. We'll be... Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. Suns trail by 4. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Shumpert out there with Whitmore. And it's Eason in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. The offensive rebound, and Plumlee kicks to Dunn. Knocks down the 3 ball. Dunn's got his first 3 points of the game.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
Yeah, I think that might have been intentional. Perhaps was not an accident because he's typically not the guy that's taking that shot at this stage of the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Williams is checked in for the Rockets. Aaron Holiday comes in for Shumpert.
Suns ball. In for your Rockets, number 7.
And here's Booker from the arc. And the Suns miss again.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make it.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Booker with it. Now defended by Whitmore.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk. But later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
Pass to Smith. Overdone, and it's Smith that time on the assist by Whitmore. Whitmore's got 3 assists in the game. And here's Booker from the arc. Booker with a 3. He is a knockdown shooter.
Every chance he gets, Booker willing to take that shot. A consistent three-point shooter.
Smith feeling it out of it. Eason trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And stolen by Şengün. Pass to Eason. Smith outside. His first shot coming late. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Plumlee's got 5 rebounds tonight. Good chance here for Booker. Şengün with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And it's Whitmore missing. Suns trail by 5. And a deep 3 from Booker. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Booker's got 9 points now in just the second half. Pass to Whitmore. Smith against O'Neal. Here's Whitmore. Outside Holiday. Hits it from three-point range. And the Rockets lead by 5.
And that 3 was big. I mean, it cancels out the triple at the other end, and that appeared to really tighten this game up.
You can sense that the crowd, guys, is starting to feel as though this game just might be theirs.
For 3, Smith. Holiday against Jones. Right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Şengün. It's rebounded by Booker. Booker's got 4 rebounds now tonight to tie it up. A kick out to O'Neal. O'Neal a screen on Eason. For 3, Booker, good on the triple. Booker's got 11 points in the quarter.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Here's Şengün. A 3 off the mark. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Suns. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. Houston with a big group substitution here. Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. Dylan Brooks comes in for Tari Eason. Green, he's checked in for Cam Whitmore. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. And for the Suns, Nick Richards. He's checked in for Plumlee. Kevin Durant comes in for O'Neal. And Beal subbed in for Tyus Jones.
And in that situation, everybody knows the ball's going to be in Booker's hands, and he comes up big.
Brooks right side. And stolen by Dunn. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Durant, no good. Thompson against Booker. And Vliet on the wing. Thompson sets the pick for Green. It drops. And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Outside Durant. And Vliet against Booker. Outside for Durant. Right between the eyes.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. Thank you, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge.
picture an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. Chris Dunn is out there with James Harden. And it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Van Vliet. Fires the 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, I mean, listen, Fred Van Vliet, you can practically close his eyes. That's how comfortable he is out on the arc.
Harden drives in. Leonard for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
The ball's knocked loose. Brooks, the pass to Şengün. From downtown. Leonard pulls down the board. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard. But Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-on-one player capable of carrying a team.
Now just show off that basketball IQ, Mr. Fred Van Vliet. Pretty pass, sir.
Harden, the pass to Leonard. Back to Harden. Dunn right side. The 3 ball. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
Now here's Brooks. Back to Şengün. And here's Thompson for 3. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Lets the 3 fly. The Rockets pull it in.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Oh, Amen Thompson. Incredible verticality.
Harden with it. Van Vliet covering. Harden can't hit.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Pass to Van Vliet. The 3 is up. Pure from 3-point range. Van Vliet's got 6.
Rise and fire in the catch and shoot. Fred Van Vliet ready and willing.
Harden from outside. Gets the 3 to fall.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Now here's Van Vliet. He has 6. And here's Thompson for 3. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league. Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now here's Thompson. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
Boy, just great instincts with great length. Kawhi Leonard, since he entered the league, has been a tremendous defender.
And so it's Van Vliet with it. He brings it up for the Rockets. It's a 3-point game. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Clippers' talent level is unquestionable, but they can run hot and cold at times. Coach Ty Lue said taking care of the basketball, transition defense, offensive rebounds, and spacing. Those are the 4 things we have to consistently be good at every single night. Brian?
Yeah, he knows what he's talking about, Allie.
I mean, a smart shooter. I like watching Van Vliet measure the defense and stick them with the J.
Van Vliet against Harden. The 3. Knocks down the long J. Harden's got his 2nd bucket on the night.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Şengün, a screen on Harden. Van Vliet misses. The Clippers trail by 3. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Leonard outside. Zubac, screen. Harden against Van Vliet. Harden, the pass to Zubac. Shot clock at 5. Leonard for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Van Vliet.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
There's 6 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Coffey. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Fred Van Vliet has been on to... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, what do you think about the Rockets?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. It's Jones at power forward with Zubac at center. Ben Simmons is out there with Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's Coffey in at the small forward position. Clippers trail by 6. Pass to Bogdanovic. Outside Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Offline with a 3. The Rockets lead by 6. Holiday with the ball. Picked up by Simmons. Smith passes to Holiday. Smith outside. On the wing, Holiday. Lets it go from deep. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Yeah, so good to see Smith passing the ball like this. Wanting to improve as a distributor in the NBA.
Outside Bogdanovic. Let's go with a 3. He buries it from 3. Bogdanovic has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Well, Doris, whenever Derrick Jones Jr. is out there, we're all expecting a highlight from him.
Oh, there's no question. The dunk champion back in 2020. This guy is only 6'6", but his hops, some of the epic throwdowns he has, oh my goodness.
Jones, the pass to Zubac. The kick out to Simmons. There's the 3. Jones misses.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Clippers.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Thompson, he's checked in for Houston. Fred Van Vliet comes in for Holiday. Leonard's checked in for Los Angeles. Dunn comes in for Ben Simmons. Back to Leonard. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got 6 rebounds here tonight. On the wing, Whitmore. The kick out to Van Vliet. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Clippers trail by 8. Dunn with it. He's picked up by Eason. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Bogdanovic has got 6.
When Bogdan is set in the corner, feed him. He loves those shots. Can make him in his sleep.
Here's Thompson. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Greg.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
Dylan Brooks checked in for the Rockets. Green comes in for Whitmore. Coffey, he's checked in for the Clippers. Harden comes in for Bogdanovic.
Not only is James Harden one of the elite one-on-one players, this guy is an elite passer, and it's on display there.
Now here's Green. 4-3. Coffey grabs the board. Clippers trail by 4. Leonard finds Jones. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Jones has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Left side, Green from behind the arc. That shot missing. Şengün with a steal. Over Jones. Jones with the block. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Şengün's got 7 rebounds in the game. Van Vliet on the wing, defended by Dunn. Van Vliet misses. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 12-4 run. For 3. Harden misses. The Rockets have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Offensive rebound. Pass to Şengün. Green for 3. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Dunn. And the three-pointer goes. Dunn's got 6.
Well, just nice to see the time spent in the gym by Chris Dunn coming to fruition on that jumper.
And here's Green from the arc. Green's feeling it at the arc.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Harden, the pass to Leonard. Back to Harden. Leonard with a screen on Van Vliet. Here's Harden. Good as the jump shot falls. Give him 8 points now. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's Los Angeles up by 1. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Runs. They're measuring up the shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Man, one guy's been getting it done, Fred Van Vliet.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Thompson out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Sends it home from three-point land. Powell's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
How's that for an answer? Norman Powell says, I'll see that 3 and raise you one.
Outside, Green. Brooks outside. Pass to Green. Just 5 to shoot. 3-pointer. Leonard pulls down the board. Leonard's got 5 rebounds in the game. Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
We know Kawhi Leonard is a former Finals MVP. Jimmy Butler said, there are guys that are like, quote, I'm going to find the best way to win. In a 7-game series, I'm going to get the best of you in the end. Kawhi's definitely up there. Whatever he's got to do, he is going to find a way. And Brian, Butler would know a thing or two about that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you know that. No question about his abilities. Rockets trail by 3. It's stolen by Dunn. Harden with it. Van Vliet covering. There's the triple. Brooks with the rebound.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Van Vliet finds Green. Here's Şengün. He got a piece of it.
How about Zubac? Worked so hard on the defensive end. Nicely done.
Harden, the pass to Leonard. The 3. Leonard can't get that one to fall. Houston has gone 1 of 4 here in the 3rd for Braves. And it's Green missing. The Clippers lead by 3. Dunn, the pass to Harden. From the arc. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
And James Harden simply stated is putting it to the defense right now. Somebody has got to step up and get the ball out of his hands.
Thompson, a screen on Powell. Brooks from outside. Rebound by the Clippers. Harden with it. Now Thompson defending. And there's the call on Jalen Green. That's his first foul. All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Easton's checked in. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Jones, he's checked in for Dunn. Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
slow Thompson down when he's got a lane to the rim like that.
Powell passes to Jones. Powell with it. Fires for three. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. Well, Doris, you won't find too many players that can provide the instant spark that Powell does.
Brian, you know that expression, know your role and star in your role. Norman Powell knows my job is to come in and give my team a boost. And this guy comes in thinking score and change the game, and it does just that.
Now here's Harden. 13 points in the game. Jones from outside. Out to Leonard. Three-pointer. And that three is knocked down by Kawhi.
Kawhi Leonard pure from the corner. Nice delivery, Kawhi.
Van Vliet against Harden. Green for three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Leonard for three. It's rebounded by Şengün.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Şengün finds Thompson. Here's Eason. The three is up. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Harden's got his 5th rebound in this one. Tipped away. Back comes Houston in transition. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Great open look there. Eason's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Harden the pass to Leonard. From outside the arc. Harden misses. And here's Green from the arc. Rebounded by James Harden. And a deep 3 from Leonard. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. We're at the end of the 3rd. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the 4th quarter could have more action in store for us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, we've got Amir Coffey. Derek Jones is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovic, and it's done in at the point. Tremendous momentum building toward those final possessions.
Yeah, with 8 lead changes so far, it feels like this is going to come down to the last shot.
Here's Bogdanovic. Buries it from 3. And the Clippers lead by 2.
And this is why Bogdanovic is a vital cog in this offense. It's his ability to stretch the floor like that.
Pass to Whitmore. Outside Eason from deep. On target from range.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Now here's Bogdanovic. Here's the 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the 3-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Outside Bogdanovic. Pass to Jones. Here's Coffey, defended by Şengün. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Rockets have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the 4th. That's good from Eason on the assist from Holiday. And now it's a 4-point Rocket lead.
You know, I like that recognition. He knows he's in rhythm, knows this is the time to give his team some punch.
Back to Dunn. Leonard outside. Pass to Dunn. Just 4 to shoot. Launches a 3. And Kawhi Leonard hits from deep.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
And Chris Dunn gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And a new group getting ready for the Rockets. Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. Dylan Brooks comes in for Eason. Green's checked in for Whitmore. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Holiday. Now here's Green. The deep three. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound. Harden's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Leonard for three. Back to Dunn. Three-pointer. Knocks it down from distance.
Oh, it's a big-time bucket. Chris Dunn doing work.
Van Vliet with it. And it's Leonard picking him up. And Şengün throw it down.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Harden finds Powell. Van Vliet against Harden. Pass to Leonard. Harden with a screen on Thompson. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Brooks, the pass to Van Vliet. The three ball. Rebounded by Dunn.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Leonard doesn't shy away from these moments, embracing his role as a leader for his team. His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Here's Leonard after the basket by Houston. For three, Powell. Thompson pulls it in. Houston has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. The kick out to Van Vliet. From outside, off the mark. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the LA Clippers. They lead by 1. Off the mark there with a three. Green with the ball. Dunn in his pocket. Green against Powell. The three. And it's Brooks missing. And so here are the Clippers. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Harden from outside. Yes!
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And a deep three from Van Vliet. And the whistle blows. And it's going to be over the back here.
Did he think he could get away with that? It was a pretty obvious call.
Yeah, easy call for the officials. Sometimes I think you can reach over without making contact, but that was not one of those times.
Back to Harden. Three-pointer. The shot, no good. So it's the Clippers taking the W in a close one. With the late victory, they up. Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
talent on both sides.
Yeah, tremendously high IQs from both teams, so expect a clean game. And some of these players have been through it all in this league.
And the Clippers starting five. We'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Harden out there with Dunn, and it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. From deep. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Here we go, one-on-one. Harden right side. Good on the three-point shot.
You better be right up on James Harden or else he's going to bury these threes, and he will do it in bunches.
Booker with no one around. Again, the miss by Booker.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Dunn. Off target from outside. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark. Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
Harden kicks to Powell. Takes it inside, and they're able to recover. No good from Zubac.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Booker. It's hauled in by Zubac. Now here's Harden. Lets it go with the 3. And the Clippers miss again.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Durant for 3. It's hauled in by Dunn. The Clippers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And Durant sends it back.
Durant covering a lot of territory with his length.
The Suns making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Jones checked in for Dunn. Leonard with the bucket.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And here's Booker from the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Zubac a screen on Booker. Here's Harden on the wing. Back to Leonard. Clock at 6. Harden outside. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix, no good that time either. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And he's got his first chance at the line here. Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. He was with the Buffalo Braves. 3 straight scoring titles. Was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
The Suns making a switch here. Jones is checked in. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Bogdanovich is checked in. Kicks it out to Booker. Puts up a 3. Sinks the triple. Booker's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Suns.
And when Booker's connecting from deep, this offense goes to another level. Good to see him drain that.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
For Phoenix, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David.
Good play by Powell. Just a strong field to take the 3 that time.
And here's Booker from the arc. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
From deep, Harden. The rebound by Richard. The Suns leading. Lobbed up there for O'Neal. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Now here's Leonard. His 3-pointers off the mark. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. The wide open look for Durant. Another 3 for Phoenix.
That's one of Durant's specialties. He can pull up off the drive and shoot right over you, not even knowing you're there.
Bogdanovich sets the pick for Leonard. And again, no good by the Clippers. Here's Richards. Looks for O'Neal, gets it to him. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
8 seconds left to play here in the first. Beal, that's for 2. Nails the wide open jump shot.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having...
There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
The game is fully in their control.
And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And against one of the toughest offensive players in the league, they've been doing a great job shutting down James Harden. Back to the action in just a minute. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
The defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. Bogdanovich is out there with Simmons. And it's Coffey in at the small forward. Here's Coffey. No good on the 3. Phoenix leading by 9. Plumlee with a screen on Simmons. They get it back. Kicks it out to Jones. Plumlee sets the pick for Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Allen launches it from deep. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Launches a 3. Los Angeles with another miss. Phoenix has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Plumlee sets the pick for Jones. Back to Allen. On the wing, Jones. No good with the triple. Clippers trail by 9. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Coffey passes to Jones. Launches it. Not going to go that time. And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Where there's a lot of emphasis on 3-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
And O'Neal gets it to go.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And Coffey gets it to go.
Well, Bogdanovich would prefer to shoot it, but teammates so wide open, had to give it up.
Beal against Bogdanovich. A 3 ball. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Bogdanovich with a screen on Jones. Pass to Coffey. Shoots the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Allen's shot is off.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Beyond the arc. O'Neal with the rebound.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Oh, good on the triple.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
A three from Bogdanovich. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. That's tipped. And now Jones running the floor all by himself. Oh, wow. Suns leading by 4. Jones for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Jones has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Coffey. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Eubanks, he's checked in for Zubac. Leonard comes in for Jones. Dunn, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And James Harden subbed in for Ben Simmons. Plumlee with a screen on Dunn. For 3, Booker traps in the tray. Booker's got the lead up to 10 now for Phoenix.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Gillespie. Dunn covering. Gillespie, the pass to Durant. Dunn sets a screen for KD. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Coffey. Outside Leonard. 3-pointer. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Leonard's got 6. Ball's knocked loose. And he needs to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need to replay in a situation like this, there's plenty of time left in this game. And
thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following halftime.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum line. They're measuring up the shot.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Dunn, and it's Richards in at the center. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. 5 on the clock. Dunn left side. For 3. KD's shot is off.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Over Beal. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Dunn. Dunn's got the first field goal of the second half for the Clippers. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but he's also led the league in assists. So it's pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. Brent, we know that James Harden has won 3 consecutive scoring titles in his past. But now, he really has worked on his game and changed his game to a degree.
Well, that's true, Kevin. Also, the system around him has changed. I mean, what they leaned into in Houston for James Harden to become an offense unto himself was unique at the time. James is a little bit older. He's playing with a different set of players that bring their own skill sets, but he's much more of a passer. He led the league in assists in 2023, so all of his offensive ability has not gone away. It's just manifesting itself in a different form.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Leonard's got 9.
Nice teamwork. The right guy ends up with the ball in his hands, and Kawhi finishes that possession.
Booker dishes to Dunn. Here's Booker. 15 points in the game. This one for 3. Booker is feeling it from deep range with that one.
Booker looking to get quick revenge after that score.
Here's Harden. Pass to Powell. Lets it fly from 18. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Harden. And here is KD. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Harden with the screen on Dunn. Outside, Beal. Pass to Richards. Looking to get it going. KD can't get it to go.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Leonard against Durant. Fires the 3. Again, the miss by KD.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Zubac finds Harden. Zubac a screen on Booker. That's good on the jump shot. Harden's got the lead up to 1 now for the Clippers.
Well, pick your poison with James Harden. Either way, he's going to find a way to make you play.
It's good. Booker's got 20 points. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Here's Kawhi Leonard on the attack. Here's Dunn. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And the dunk by Zubac.
Wow. Zubac way up.
Durant for 3. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Here's Leonard. Kicks it out to Harden. Lets it go from deep. Hits the 3-point bomb. Harden's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
Beal, that's for 2. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
First team foul.
The Suns shooting their first free throws of the game.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
And shaking his head moment there, had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
And so it's Devin Booker. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ball game. So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Derrick Jones. Ben Simmons is out there with Chris Dunn. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Coffee in at the 3. And here's Leonard from 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
It's stolen by Jones. Dunn kicks to Jones. Coffee passes to Leonard. Dunn with a screen on Allen. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Pass to Dunn. Outside Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Over O'Neal.
Well, Booker asserting himself on the defensive end that time. He has good size and enough speed to annoy the opposing scorer.
Plumlee sets the pick for Booker. On the corner and right on target with the switch. Booker's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Phoenix. And Simmons has got the ball here for Los Angeles. A 2-point game. A 3 from Leonard. And again, no good by the Clippers. Now Phoenix shooting reasonably well, 45%. Booker against Jones. From past the arc. No good from Booker. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Clippers moving the ball around. And a wide open look for Simmons. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Booker against Simmons. O'Neal a screen on Simmons. Booker dishes to Allen. Back to Booker. Fades back. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Now it's a 4-point Phoenix lead. Kicks it out to Jones. For the 3. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close, he's getting the ball.
To take the lead. Plumlee with the rebound. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Allen passes to O'Neal, and there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That'll be his second foul of the game. Phoenix making some changes. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Plumlee. Kevin Durant comes in for Royce O'Neal, and Beal subbed in for Allen. The Clippers also changing it up. Zubac is checked in for Jones. Norman Powell comes in for Amir Coffey, and it's Harden in for Simmons. And stolen by Dunn. Pass to Powell. 3-pointer. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 5 assists in the game. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. That aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Beal, the pass to Richards. On the wing, Booker. Here's the screen. Offensive rebound. Outside for Durant. Pass to Beal. Booker with it. Fires the 3. That shot is off. And it's the Clippers' ball. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. The 3 from Harden. It's hauled in by Dunn. Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
They have to be careful with the ball.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Harden kicks to Leonard. Pass to Powell. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Harden. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Dunn with it. Now guarded by Booker.
A fundamental footwork and boxing out there that allowed him to whip that ball right off the rim.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball. Just milk those last seconds away.
Here's Booker. And now we've got the intentional foul.
James Harden. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
It's the first, and that will put them up by 2.
Taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
That last one was a difference maker. It pushed it from a 2-point lead to 3.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested three. Never an easy shot.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Good on the first, and that brings them within 2 here. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do.
bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
Now the starting group for the Houston Rockets. Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Thompson out there with Alperon Şengün. And it's Van Vliet in at the 1. Now here's Beal. Durant with a screen on Green. Just 5 on the clock. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last. Booker against Van Vliet. The 3 is up. And he knocks the jumper down.
Nice bucket. Still, strange to go to the leaner with no one on him. That's just not an easy shot.
Van Vliet, the pass to Thompson. From deep three-point range. And that one's good. Green.
Okay, that's some impressive range from Green. Daring the defense to cover him that far out. Well, look, he can have that.
For 3, Booker nails it from 3. Booker's got his second bucket of the night.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. Here's Van Vliet. Pass to Şengün. The kick out to Van Vliet. Outside, Green. Clock at 4. Shoots over Beal. That one rolls around and rims out.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Durant, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats, but this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt, drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding, but Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then.
Now here's Booker. 5 points in the game. Stolen by Booker. Fades and shoots. Rockets with a rebound.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Out to Thompson. Pass to Green. There's the triple. Kevin Durant with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Launches it. That one off the back iron and out.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
And it's Brooks missing. The Suns leading. Done with it. Check by Brooks. And Durant hit from deep.
No hesitation from the swing man. Durant has such confidence shooting off the catch. Tremendous.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Brian, a lot of teams are staying clear of that dreaded second apron of the luxury tax, but the Suns, they blew right past it, adding Bradley Beal to create a star trio. Kevin Durant said, quote, "That's what you're supposed to do. It's about swinging for the fences every year." They're looking to go the distance.
Every year, you're right. Talent is there, Allie. Green, the pass to Brooks. Booker against Şengün. Over Booker, and Şengün gets it to go.
It is tough for any defender to impact the jump shot when he's giving up so much height.
Richards with a screen. Booker for 3. The kick to Durant. For 3. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Well, Durant takes a hard shot and makes it look so easy.
Here's Şengün. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Şengün's got his second basket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And it's rejected. Booker surveying the D. Beal outside. Lets it go from deep. Counted from distance.
So good from three-point line. Beal stretches out the defense.
Thompson, no good. And so it's Durant who brings up the ball for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 5-point game. Plenty of room to knock down that one. Durant's got 8 points.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
Pass to Şengün. Into the lane. Here's Brooks. And so it's the Phoenix Suns closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Suns.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And I've also really enjoyed watching them hit the boards, specifically the offensive glass and how they've capitalized on that hustle.
So the Rockets 5 now. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Aaron Holiday out there with Cam Whitmore. And it's Eason in at the 3, the small forward.
I like Beal's vision. Makes a great read on this pass.
You know, over Bradley Beal's career, he succeeded in a few different roles, RJ.
Yeah, he played with the ball-dominant guy. Then he became the sole star on his team. And now he's playing with multiple stars. Evolution is a part of success, and Bradley Beal is doing it.
Stolen by Jones. The Suns, another fast break opportunity here. Outside Whitmore. Kept alive. Pass to Şengün. Takes the 3. Bradley Beal with a rebound.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Now here's Jones. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal. Jones has got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Smith with it. Outside Holiday. Here's Şengün. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
And the foul on Jabari Smith. That's his first foul of the game.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
A different look for Phoenix. Dunn, he's checked in for Allen. And it's Booker in for Jones. Thompson, he's checked in for Houston. Fred VanVleet comes in for Holiday. Booker can't get it to go.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation. He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his balance, well, that kind of levels the playing field. And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
4-3. Phoenix grabs the miss. They've led by as much as 10. O'Neal with it. VanVleet covering. Done. Back to O'Neal. Beyond the arc. Connects from downtown. O'Neal's got 6 points.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Richard, if you look back at the Rockets' history, it's striking how many all-time greats have worn that uniform.
There are so many Hall of Famers. Hakeem Olajuwon, Ralph Sampson, Calvin Murphy, Yao Ming, Elvin Hayes, and that's only to name a few.
Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Phoenix. Jones comes in for Bradley Beal. Rockets trail by 9.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Now here's VanVleet. Pass to Şengün. Over Plumlee. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Dunn outside. Screen by Durant. The 3 is up. And the Suns miss again. The Rockets have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. VanVleet outside. Brooks outside. Back to VanVleet. Pass to Green. Clock at 6. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Brooks from outside. Plumlee pulls down the board. Phoenix leading by 9. Booker with it. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Out to Thompson. Takes a 3. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Thompson's got his second basket of the game.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
For 3, Booker. Durant for 3. Oh, Durant, an absolute sniper.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Van Vliet misses. Phoenix is shooting only 31% in the second quarter of this one. Durant's shot is off. Rockets trail by 9. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Şengün. Shoots over Durant. Şengün, no good. Durant looking around. Fires for 3. Cash from the corner. Durant sends it in.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And so that's the end of the first half. Phoenix out in front. They lead by 12. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant, and it's done in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Here's Dunn. No good on the triple. And it's Green with the ball for the Rockets. Down by 12. Cranked it in off the glass.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That's his first foul. So it's Phoenix now. It's Beal on the wing. From the arc. He drops it from range. Beal's gotten his second bucket on the night.
That's Beal's wheelhouse. Catch and pop.
Van Vliet, the pass to Green. Green with the ball. Fades away. It's hauled in by the Suns. Richards has got 4 rebounds now. Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richard.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars. Some of the best shooters in the history of this league. And they were willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain it.
Durant, no good. Rockets trail by 13. Van Vliet outside. Green with a screen on Booker. Right side Green. Over Durant. Again, Green missing.
And the defense was all over him once he got in close. Didn't want him to get too comfortable.
Yep, that one goes. Durant's got 16 points now.
So fluid off the dribble. Sometimes Durant is just impossible to stop.
Brooks outside. Thompson against Durant. Pass to Brooks. Van Vliet on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Green. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. The Suns lead by 15. Here's Richards. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Green's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, excellent work in transition. Pushing the ball up the floor like that helps you find easier shots.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Outside Booker. Fires from deep. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. He's got 11.
Oh, the ever-expanding range of Devin Booker, making you pick him up pretty much at half court.
Back to Van Vliet. 1:33 left in the third quarter. Really left him alone that time.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
The kick to Durant. Richards with a screen. This one for three. Doesn't go that time.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Van Vliet outside. From outside, off the mark. Phoenix leading by 13. Three-pointer, Beal. Thompson pulls it in. The Rockets have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
And the Suns miss again. Rockets trail by 11. Van Vliet with it. Now guarded by Booker. And it's hammered home by Green.
Yeah, no question Van Vliet was going to find his man. He has excellent court vision.
Screen by Durant. Up top, Beal. Green covering. Beal's shot is off. Left side, Green. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. And so it's the Phoenix Suns. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fellow with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Rockets. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Whitmore is out there with Aaron Holiday. And it's Eason in at the 3 spot. Rockets trail by 9. Oh, deflected. Down low. Here's Plumlee. From behind the arc. Unable to get that one. It's a one-on-one situation. Eason, the pass to Holiday. Smith against Plumlee. Outside Holiday. From downtown. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. At one point, they led by 16. And there's the call on Tari Eason. That's his first foul of the game. Van Vliet's checked in for Holiday.
Substitution for the Rockets. Number 5, Fred Van Vliet.
It's Booker on the wing. Now O'Neal. Plumlee, a screen on Smith. Three-pointer, O'Neal sinks it from distance. And the Suns lead by 12.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Booker fires from way outside. Rebound by Van Vliet. Rockets trail by 12. Jacks up a 3. The Rockets with another miss. With the step back. Plumlee a screen. Booker for 3. Ooh, Booker from range. Pure.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Plumlee a screen on Eason. Dunn, the pass to Booker. Shoots a fadeaway. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. And here's Jones. Fires the three. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Phoenix leading by 15. There's Plumlee with a three. Suns keep it alive. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Eason.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
It's because he's reading where the shots are going and getting to the right position, just outworking everyone early on the glass. Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. He's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Rockets trail by 13. The three. Durant pulls it in. Durant's got his 5th rebound in this one. Let's go with a three. It's rebounded by Houston.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter here. 5 to shoot. Fires away from way outside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Richards has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And the call will be against Fred VanVleet. That's foul number 2 for him.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
A minute 22 left in the 4th quarter of this one. And Durant gets it to go.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Suns.
Well, they were focused on being productive at the arc tonight.
And it ended up paying off big time. Just an overwhelming performance.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Kevin Durant.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
And here's Thompson for three. Richards pulls it in. Outside Durant. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal. And the Suns lead by 19.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
That free throw good from Booker. And the second free throw is good.
This is who you want at the line, and Booker gets himself there a lot.
And he nails the third. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Here's Landale. The Rockets with another miss. And here are the Suns. Some momentum, a 15-2 run underway. Gillespie can't get it to go. Pass to Landale. Oh, he tries a 3. O'Neal pulls it in. And the miss. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts, and I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
And the Houston Rockets starting 5. At the guard positions, Van Vliet and Green. Thompson is out there with Dylan Brooks. And it's Şengün in at the 5, down low. Outside, Green. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Van Vliet's got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for Houston. And here's Harden for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
That's what we expect from James Harden. Knocking down shots and returning the fire right away.
Van Vliet wide open. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Tyronn Lue. Dave, what do you have to say?
I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green. Now, he said we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket, so keeping him out of the paint won't be easy. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Poke loose. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Dunn dishes to Harden. Jacks up a 3. Harden missing again.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. He just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Now Harden following the three-point attempt by Dylan Brooks. And James Harden good for 3. Harden's got 6.
And we know Harden is a laser now. He has confidence in that long ball. The defense has got to get on it.
Van Vliet passes to Green. The Rockets again can't hit. Clippers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Dunn, wide open, he fires, and the 3 off target. Şengün drives in, and he comes up with the deuce.
Great take from Şengün. Excellent. Probing the defense and finding ways to finish.
In the corner, Powell with it. A three-pointer off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
That puts them in the lead. Van Vliet's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Houston.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Harden. Takes it out to Leonard. There's the 3. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Claude getting rid of it in a hurry. Nice quick release that time.
Harden against Van Vliet. Brooks outside. Outside, Green. Lobbed up there for Thompson.
Nice to see such unselfish play from Green, putting the team ahead of himself.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 1. It's good from long range. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Derek Jones, he's checked in for Chris Dunn. Houston with a big group substitution here. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Jabari Smith comes in for Thompson. Tari Eason's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And it's Whitmore in for Fred Van Vliet. Here's Adams. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Here's Harden on the wing, headed by Green. Powell for 3. Kicks it out to Leonard. Over Eason. And it's Leonard missing.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Here's Adams. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Leonard on the wing, from the arc. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Green with the ball. From the baseline. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. James Harden get. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Los Angeles.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. Ben Simmons is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Coffey in at the 3 slot. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Bounce pass from Whitmore. Here's Eason. Drills it from outside. Eason's got the lead up to 4 now for the Rockets.
And such great feel for the game. Whitmore knowing where his teammates are at all times.
Outside, Jones. Shot to stop the run. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. But Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
Love when Sengun looks to score, especially from the interior.
Here's Coffey. A 3-pointer, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Clippers trail by 6. Zubac the best to Bogdanovich. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
A dead-eye shooter. Bogdan working off the pass there.
Here's Sengun. And a miss there on the triple. The Clippers have gone 1 of 6 in the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. From downtown, and Coffey gets it to go. Now just a 1-point Rocket lead.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Jones, no one around him. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Sengun drives in. 2 points. That one goes. 8 points for Sengun.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Jones. Simmons finds Bogdanovich. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And they're running. Outside Holiday. It's hauled in by Coffey. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 2. No problems knocking that one down. Bogdanovich has got 4 this quarter.
Man, I love how Simmons sets the floor up. So good at spotting his teammates for high-quality shots.
To the paint. And stolen by Simmons. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Eason. A different look for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Zubac. Dunn comes in for Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's James Harden in for Ben Simmons. Houston with a big group substitution here. Amen Thompson, he's checked in for Şengün. Brooks comes in for Tari Eason. Green, he's checked in for Cam Whitmore. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday.
If the defense doesn't slow Harden down, he's going to continue to pile it on.
Smith the pass to Green. Smith sets the pick for Green. It's rebounded by Leonard. Clippers leading by 3. It's tipped. Stolen by VanVleet. From outside the arc. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 3 assists in the game.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Coffee passes to Harden. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back with the second half of basketball right after this. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
And so in the game for the Rockets. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Thompson is out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's VanVleet in at the point. Zubac kicks to Leonard. The 3. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
And the 3 ball is good.
Such a smart offensive player. Leonard understands when to rise up there off the dribble.
Green, the pass to Şengün. No good from outside.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Smart move by Kawhi using the pump fake to draw the foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. Leonard hits them both. Rockets trail by 5. On the wing, Green takes a 3. Powell pulls it in.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Look at the space he had on that one, though. There's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
And here's VanVleet from the arc. Another miss by Houston. Clippers leading by 7. Harden dishes to Powell. Shoots over VanVleet. Goes back up. Kicks it out to Harden. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Brooks from outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 4 assists now tonight.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Harden the pass to Powell. Back to Harden. Shoots over VanVleet. Harden missing again. Rockets trail by 4. Outside, Green. Over to the wing. Here's Şengün. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Back to Harden. Powell, no one around him, and again, no good by the Clippers. The Rockets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement. And so Harden will bring it up for the Clippers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Brooks.
And Brooks needs to keep taking and making those jumpers. It's only going to help his confidence.
Dunn, right side. And it's off from three-point range. For Houston, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Thompson outside. Back to Van Vliet. Thompson, a screen on Hart. Popped up there for Thompson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
51 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Şengün. For the tie. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
It's Powell on the wing. They can't stop the run with that one. Rockets have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Connects from three-point range.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made. And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And Van Vliet launches it from deep. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets.
It's the final
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And here is Los Angeles now. So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Bogdanovich out there with Dunn. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Coffey in at small forward.
And this is why Bogdanovich has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
Shot by Eason, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Williams against Bogdanovich. No one near Shepard as he lets it go. It's good, the assist that time from Smith.
Lethal from deep. Shepard will hurt you from there.
Clippers trail by 3. Bogdanovich passes to Coffey. There's the triple. And Bogdan Bogdanovich gets the 3.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Smith kicks to Şengün. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard's got 6 rebounds now in the game. A 3 from Bogdanovich. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Bogdanovich is a very consistent shooter from the field. He's got great mechanics and can just pepper you with shots.
Offensive rebound. Williams for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Jones with now Smith defending. Here's Coffey. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Leonard finds Jones. Clippers moving the ball around. Coffey can't get it to go.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Outside Williams. They need this. Here's Eason. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Here's Smith. And his first shot of the game, no good.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Lets the three fly. Leonard, no luck. Rockets trail by 4. Leonard with the steal. Pass to Coffey. Back to Leonard. The 3. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. Drives to the hoop. He gets it in there.
When the stakes rise, you need guys who will step up and rise with it. Nice play by Şengün.
Williams against Bogdanovich. Hands it from downtown. Bogdanovich has got 12 points now in the quarter.
And this team has complete faith in Bogdanovich's ability to hit big shots. This guy just doesn't seem to feel the pressure. You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Rockets trail by 5. Williams for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And I like how Shepherd keeps things simple. When he notices someone on his team is open, he is more than happy to move the ball.
They get it again. Coffey passes to Leonard. The tray. Knocks down the 3.
That was a ginormous bucket by Leonard. Big-time performer.
And stolen by Dunn. Outside, Jones. Here's Coffey. Pass to Leonard for 3. Again, Leonard missing. Got a piece of it. And Alperen Şengün gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Zubac is checked in for Jones. Norman Powell comes in for Amir Coffey. And it's James Harden in for Bogdanovich. Houston with a big group substitution here. Amen Thompson, he's checked in for Jabari Smith. Brooks comes in for Tari Eason. Green, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Shepherd. Now here's VanVleet. 6 to shoot. So the Clippers with the win. A confident win. And thank you for that, David. And that about wraps it up for Greg.
win for a reason in this league. They're not going to be surprising each other. They're going to understand it's about execution and making shots, playing quality defense, something about playing with teams that have experience.
Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards, and it's Dunn in at the small forward position. Leonard can't get it to go. Dunn outside. From outside the arc, it's rebounded by Los Angeles. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him, and he let me in on their strategy for Devin Booker. He said no easy shots for Booker tonight. We only want him taking off-balance tough looks. At least that's our hope. Sounds like they'll be throwing everything they can at Booker defensively, BA.
Thank you for that, Allie. Doris, looking back at James Harden's time in Houston, what an incredible individual run he went on.
Come on, Brian. Finished in the top 3 in MVP voting 5 times with the Rockets. Came so close to getting to an NBA Finals. He's still beloved in the city of Houston.
Now here's Harden. Screen by Leonard. Harden, the pass to Leonard. Dunn outside. Puts up a 3. And Kawhi Leonard gets the 3.
That is absolutely ridiculous range from Kawhi. My goodness, it feels like he just stepped across half court.
The 3, Booker. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Booker against Harden. From the wing, Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
For 3, Powell. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Norman Powell with the rise and fire from three-point territory. Pretty delivery.
Beal surveying the D. Here's Durant. Outside for Booker. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Jones, he's checked in for Los Angeles. O'Neal, he's checked in for Phoenix. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 6 from deep to start this game. Here's Harden. Out to Leonard. Powell for 3. That one's off. He's 2 for 3 in the game. Suns trail by 6. All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively. So I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. It's an underrated advantage, BA.
Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, such a great decision maker, right? Durant feels out the situation, goes with the pull-up game.
Harden with it. Beal picks him up. Leonard for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Booker. He's got 6. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Outside Harden. Pass to Zubac. A minute 15 left in the first quarter here. Good work defensively by Richards. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 5 rebounds in the game. Leonard for 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
This guy has such a nose for the basket. Kawhi Leonard not afraid to let it fly on the catch.
Durant for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Durant's got 6.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Leonard for 3. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Richards has got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Durant. three-pointer. Beal drops in the three.
Down in the corner, Beal shoots with confidence. Just one more area he can score from consistently.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Booker against Harden. Five on the clock. Out to Leonard. There's the three. Drains the triple. 12 points for him.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Here's Booker. Again, the Suns good for two. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Clippers. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Los Angeles.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. Beal and Allen are out on the wing. Mason Plumlee out there with Royce O'Neal. And it's Jones in at the one. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. Not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Ryan, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. There's Bogdanovich with the three. The offensive rebound. And Bradley Beal is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. The Clippers making a switch here. Dunn's checked in. And a change for the Suns. Dunn, he's checked in for Allen. Bogdanovich from long range. It's hauled in by the Suns. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. O'Neal with it. He's picked up by Jones. The Clippers lead by 4. From deep three-point land. And O'Neal good for 3. O'Neal's got his first 3 points of the game.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
There's Bogdanovich with the 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Beal from outside. Rebounded by Dunn.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
From outside the arc. And Bogdanovich is good for 3. And now it's a 7-point Los Angeles lead.
This speaks to the level of confidence Bogdanovich possesses. Looking to shoot immediately off the catch.
Beal from outside. Right wing. There's Plumlee with a 3. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got rebound number 7 tonight. Jones with a screen on Beal. There's Bogdanovich with the 3, and he misses the shot again. Only 2 of 7 in this one. Suns trail by 7 for 3, and Beal is good for 3. Beal's got 6 points. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue, but in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
To the paint. Plumlee passes to Dunn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
Slow defensive rotation, causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
Here's Coffey. And again, it's the Clippers missing. For Phoenix, they've gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Plumlee, no good. Los Angeles shooting around 41%. Beal with it. He's picked up by Zubats. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Chris Dunn.
Well, Bradley Beal is the epitome of being a triple threat. He can drive it, pass it, shoot it. The complete package on the offensive end, that defines Bradley Beal.
Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Phoenix. Devin Booker comes in for Jones. Here's Harden. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
This is the mark of a great scorer, the ability to not have any struggle making shots off the dribble. That is a hard thing to do, but James Harden makes it look easy.
Booker's shot is good. The Clippers trail. Drafted as a 19-year-old back in 2015 by the Suns, Devin Booker has a special connection with Phoenix Doors.
BA, they absolutely love Devin Booker in the Valley of the Sun. He's been with the Suns his entire career, and basically it's a fan base that has watched this young man grow up. And when you think over the long history of this organization, when you mention the best players in team history, there is no doubt he is part of that conversation.
Harden, the pass to Coffee. There's the triple, and the three-pointer goes. Coffee's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Booker for 3. The rebound by Ben Simmons.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 13-5 run. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have
it. Substitution on the court.
The Clippers shooting only 31% in the second quarter of this one. Harden, the pass to Leonard. Harden against Booker. Leonard with a screen on Booker. Back to Leonard. Three-pointer, Harden. No good on the buzzer beater. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Suns ahead, leading by 1. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
Well, one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. James Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubats in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. The Suns trailing. Booker with it. Dunn in his pocket. Oh! Booker with the triple.
Putting up points is what Devin Booker does best. And right now he is showing out.
Leonard with a screen on Booker. Harden finds Leonard. The 3 is up. Hits the trifecta. Leonard's got 15.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Booker no good.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the LA Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Well, this is the basis of James Harden's game, right? That three-point accuracy opens up every other aspect of the floor and his scoring ability.
And the shot goes down. 90 seconds into the second half now. Booker against Harden. Leonard outside. Second chance effort. Dunn outside. And a miss there on the triple. Suns trail by 3. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Beal outside from the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Zubats has got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Harden from outside. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Durant for 3. Leonard pulls down the board. Los Angeles leading by 3. Well, Doris, you look back over the history of the NBA, hard to find a better scorer than KD.
Oh, BA, he is unequivocally on the short list of the greatest scorers the league has ever seen. You think about guys, when you think about KD, guys that can create their own shot and hit from anywhere on the floor. You couple that with the size and the release point and the skill with the ball. Kevin Durant is a problem, folks.
4-3, and again, it's Phoenix from deep.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And Leonard is comfortable shouldering the offense. He knows this team looks to him to score.
Up top, Booker, defended by Harden. Booker, the pass to Beal. Back to Booker. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Durant. Launches a 3. Durant with another miss. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Dunn, the pass to Zubac. Outside for Harden. Now here's Leonard. Harden with a screen on Beal. Beyond the arc. Harden misses. The Suns leading. Up top, Booker. 50 seconds left in the third quarter here. Inside. Here's Durant. Durant with another miss. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Graham.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Outside for Harden. Powell, a screen on Booker. The Suns clear it. Outside Durant. Let's go with a 3. Oh, Durant, an absolute sniper.
The confidence of Kevin Durant. He gets it and takes the shot. Very simple. Catch and shoot, baby.
Harden from outside. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Up in time. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Devin Booker. Royce O'Neal is out there with Mason Plumlee. Then there's Tyus Jones, and it's Dunn in at the 3, small forward.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Back to Bogdanovich from behind the arc. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds now. For 3, O'Neal. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Coffey's got 4 rebounds in the game. Leonard for 3. And it's Phoenix for the rebound. Dunn's got 5 rebounds tonight. And now the Suns, fast break. Outside Jones. Outside O'Neal. Takes the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. And the Suns lead by 2. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Pass to Leonard. Bogdanovich with a screen on Booker. Bogdanovich passes to Dunn. Outside Bogdanovich. Here's Coffey. Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the long K.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
And here's Booker. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Back to Jones. Pass to Booker. Lets the three fly. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Booker's got 21.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Bogdanovich, no good.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
Here's Dunn. And the Suns get another three.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
And the basket by Coffee.
And just a huge answer right there with a three of their own. And the crowd now is in a frenzy.
It's Booker on the wing, defended by Bogdanovich. Pass to Dunn. And here's Jones. Now Booker, defended by Bogdanovich. With the fadeaway. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. 23 points in the game.
Does it seem to you guys that this guy, nothing phases him? Booker treats every moment like every other moment, no matter how big, no matter how small.
Phoenix leading by 4. O'Neal passes to Jones, and Chris Dunn gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Los Angeles. Zubac, he's checked in for Jones. Powell comes in for Coffee, and it's Harden in for Bogdanovich. Booker for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Puts up a deep 3. They grab their own miss. Here's Zubac. Outside for Harden. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Puts up a deep 3. Eubanks, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Batum comes in for Kawhi Leonard. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter. Beal outside. To the wing on the left. Here's Richards. And no good. His first shot of the night, missing. Clippers trail by 4. Harden with it. Beal picks him up. To the left side wing. Three-pointer. Cash. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within 1.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
It's Booker on the wing. Oh, nails the triple.
Oh, my goodness. Booker's confidence is off the charts. He's money in the bank.
Batum outside. Batum sets a screen. Dunn, pass to Batum. Harden from outside. It's hauled in by Beal. And so it's Beal who brings up the ball for Phoenix. The 3. The rebound by Eubanks. Outside Harden. And the 3 off target. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks.